Hey YouTubers, I'm about to talk about kitchen knives. And I think I'm going to post this as a response to someone else's video I just saw. Video didn't offend me or anything, I just actually thought it was kind of funny. Because I guess I should be in that category that he was speaking about in the last 30 seconds of his video. But the guy's really cool. I'm not going to say his name or anything, I don't know if he wants that. But again, I wasn't offended by it. I thought it was funny, so I'm going to post a little video response about my knives about it. These are not American knives. These are obviously kitchen knives. These are called Wusthof is the name of them. First, I'll show you the difference between some of the, I guess, grades or whatever you call them between them. This kind right here is called the Wusthof Classic, and then this one is called the Wusthof Gourmet. You can see that the handles here are different. The Classic does cost a little bit more because it is better made. They're made from different types of metal. The bolster, which is right here, well, it actually has a bolster. This does not. The metal on the Wusthof Classic is again better made. It's forged from one piece of tempered high carbon steel, and then this Gourmet one is manufactured from just steel, so it has no carbon. All the other knives that I have, except this one, are the Classic, which is the one I prefer. A lot of them are dinged up because they were used in a professional kitchen, if there is such a thing, for at least a year until you see other people borrowing your knives and treating them like crap. So I quit that. I only have about a dozen knives here, but I believe Wusthof makes in the Classic over 80. I think I counted one time, it was like 81 different knives. This one, and this one, the bottom one's a 6-inch chef's knife. I think this is a 8-inch, so this is probably a 10 or 12-inch. This is a bread knife. This is a Santuco. This is a paring knife. Here we have a carving knife, carving fork, tomato knife, classic boning knife, and then a fish filleting knife, which the blade on this one is extremely thin compared to the blades on some of these other ones. I have some kitchen shears from Wusthof. I have a meat cleaver, or just cleaver, which is not the Classic. I wish it was. But this cleaver is great. You should learn how to use one. It's just as good as any other knife. You can cut anything from a tomato to raw steak. I've actually used this one. I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually a couple dents in it right there because I would use it to help butcher deer. It's actually really good. Instead of using a pocket knife, this works much better, much quicker. You can break bones with it. It's just a lot more efficient. Alright, now we'll talk about the different parts of the knife. This is the point and the tip. This is the edge that runs along here. This right here, whole thing, is the blade of the knife, which then goes to what is called the bolster right here, and this down here is the heel. Here we have the handle. We have 3 rivets, and then the piece of metal that runs through it is called the tang. And that's about it. I might post another video later on how to use a knife properly so you don't have to sharpen it as often. A lot of people, I guess, don't really know how to sharpen a knife. And then if you don't know how to sharpen a knife, you should probably at least learn how to keep a knife sharp and some rules on what to do and what not to do. This is called steel, which is used not really for knife sharpening. It doesn't put a blade, or it doesn't put an edge on a knife. It's used to hone a knife immediately after sharpening or in between sharpenings. So once again, it doesn't actually put an edge on a knife, but it does make the knife sharper. I'm not going to get into how it really does it, but it does make the knife sharper without putting an edge on it. So if you have any questions about any of these knives, feel free to ask, post a comment on them.